हेलो मित्रों, मेरा नाम ईशान है. वेलकम बैक टू प्रोटो इंडो यूरोपियंस. बीबी थोड़ा नाम?
Hi Chris.
Hello Metro. It's Ludovica. Guys, we're learning a lot about our cultures and languages. One thing that really struck me is that one day I came back from Italy, like 6 months ago now, and I brought back some Parmesan cheese from Italy, Parmigiano Reggiano. And I came back and Ishan never had Parmesan before, and I was like, how could have you survived your entire life without Parmesan? But apart from that, so he tried Parmesan. Did you like it?
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah. Then I did my research about it.
He actually did more research than me, because all I know is that Parmesan or Parmigiano Reggiano, it takes the name Parmigiano, because it's produced around Parma, the city Parma, and Reggiano because the region where Parma is called Reggio Emilia. Okay, so that's what the name means, and it's like it needs to age minimum 12 months and up to 36 months before you can actually have the Parmesan.
Also, correct me if I'm wrong, it will only be called Parmigiano if it's from that region.
Yeah.
It's not a process trademark, it's a place trademark.
There's many controls and checks and things about the Parmigiano Reggiano, because for example, you'll find at the supermarket a lot of Grana Padano, which is very similar to Parmigiano. It's produced in the same region, but it's got much less people controlling the quality and things. So that's why also the price is a bit cheaper.
Oh, okay.
So there are different fake Parmigiano Reggiano.
So basically, even Punjab produces a lot of dairy products, right? I'm from a state called Punjab, in the north part of India, right? So we produce a lot of cheese, the Indian cheese, paneer and stuff like that. And we wanted to produce Parmigiano, so people came in Italy. So jokes apart, I came across this documentary. It's a longer version of this documentary from obviously another provider, that apparently 90 to 95% of the workforce that is actually creating the Parmesan cheese is from Punjab. It's a Sikh population.
I didn't
Sikhs
know.
are amazing people. You know a lot of my Sikh friends, right? So I have the highest degree of regard for them, and they are the ones controlling that entire,
The Parmigiano
industry. So I'll put the link to that longer documentary in the comment section, guys, if you want to check it out. It's called Sikh Formaggio.
Sikh Formaggio.
So, but this is a shorter version of the DW.
Okay.
So let's just check this out.
Yeah, I'm really
Please do. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Parmigiano Reggiano, or Parmesan, the pride of a region. Its grainy consistency and strong flavour make this cheese unique, just as the world-famous Parma ham. They are quintessentially Italian specialities, or so most people think. These cows provide the milk for Parmesan, but they are not usually milked by Italians.
In the
Lombardy region, almost 90% of employees in the dairy industry come from India. They have a natural gift for dealing with animals. Indians are patient, methodical, and extremely reliable.
Parmigiano Reggiano is a protected designation of origin. Only cheese that has matured here for 2 years can be given this label. The Indian workers are proud to be making it.
Here in Italy they pay us well. It's much better than in India. I used to work with buffaloes there. My family owns some.
More than 600 Indians live in Novellara, a small town in the Po Valley. Most of them are Sikhs from the Punjab. Strict vegetarians, they don't smoke or drink alcohol. Here they are known to be friendly and quiet, welcome guest workers. The mayor of Novellara is full of praise for this peaceful cooperation in Parmesan cheese production. It requires the skills of both Sikhs and Italians.
The landscape is probably familiar to the Sikhs from India. The Po Valley is similar to the Punjab. And our climate might remind them of home as well.
Si sono ritrovati un po' a casa con questa pianura e questo clima.
But the reasons why 60,000 Sikhs work here in the Po Valley are less romantic. Some even work in engineering, the second important source of income in the region.
Just as in agriculture, we're looking for reliable workers, which we can no longer find locally. Italians have become a lot more choosy, especially the younger generation. They no longer want to work in a factory or in the cowshed.
It was an opportunity for the Indians. The first Sikhs came here 20 years ago and worked as animal keepers in circuses. Then their families joined them. They took over jobs in agriculture and industry.
I've always tried to employ Indian workers from the same family, uncles, brothers, cousins. You get a better working climate than if you employ people from different ethnic groups.
There's even an Indian snack bar on the square, strictly vegetarian of course. Sikhs are proud of their tradition and are happy to share it with the Italians.
We also eat Italian food, mozzarella for example, or parmesan, salad and pasta. But we do keep to our rules for living. After all, God is watching.
Bobby and her husband have been living in northern Italy for 20 years. Their 2 children were born here. Although they watch Punjabi programs on the television, their father, Sin, proudly shows us souvenirs from all over Italy. Like this photo from a trip to Venice, for example. Italy is now their home.
Our whole life is here, the children's school and hopefully their future career. We are aware of our Sikh origins, but we want our children to experience Indian and Italian cultures as equally important.
And they want their children to have every opportunity, and perhaps even to become computer specialists or engineers. Novellara is home to the second largest Sikh temple in Europe. This is not merely a sign of the town's cosmopolitan nature, they want the Sikhs to stay here.
None of our businesses would survive without the foreigners.
The Italian Parmigiano Reggiano brand is safe thanks to the Indian workers.
Thank you, guys.
For making that amazing Parmesan cheese.
I wouldn't expect that the Sikh community were, elaborating the Parmigiano Reggiano.
Yeah.
Really,
I didn't
crazy,
know either.
crazy.
And I think it's a great example. I really like this video, especially because it shows that if you have an open mind, you're respectful, and you can live together with other people, with other religions, from different countries, and it's actually possible.
Exactly. Anything and everything is possible. And I like he mentioned, I think climatically the regions are very similar. So we have a similar, temperature and kind of, the overall geography in Punjab as probably in Po Valley, I'm guessing. So
You need to come to Bologna then. My hometown is there next to Parma.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like half an hour car drive away from Parma.
Wow. Let the lockdown,
Come, guys.
let the lockdown finish.
Finish, and then we'll discuss it.
Yeah. But I mean, the other documentary was even more elaborate. They talk about different aspects of it. But
It's very interesting. Bellissimo.
All right. Thank you guys. Cheers.
Grazie.
Bye. Have a good
Ciao.
day.
Purtroppo i nostri giovani non volevano più andare nelle strade. È un problema risaputo, è un problema che è stato affrontato e loro l'hanno risolto con la loro presenza. Era un lavoro tipicamente, tradizionalmente delle nostre zone. però venendo a mancare la manodopera, purtroppo, ma nello stesso tempo per fortuna, queste persone hanno veramente salvato l'economia.